Then one day I was sitting with my friend and she looked at me and said something that truly touched my heart. She said that when you are so educated, what the use of the studying if you can't do anything for your country? Those words hit me hard and I felt shame at that time. Like, not the kind of where you are embraced in front of the people, but in that sense that shame in front of me. Like, I can't do anything. So when you know that you have a potential to do something, but you can't do anything, but when someone's believing you more than you believe in yourself, that kind of shame you make you wake up. I feel like, why I'm not doing anything? So she didn't just give me an advice, she also gave me a computer and said, take it and do anything. So that day I started my online journey. And before I came here, I didn't know anything about that. I told her I will return it. It is a loan, not a gift.
Before we dive into today's episode, please hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us grow and inspire more people on their journeys. Thank you. Hello, Sana. Thank you for joining us today and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for inviting me and giving me a respect and value.
The pleasure is mine. And Sana, for those who don't know you, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. I am Sana Arif, and I'm also a co-founder of the Tech, and I'm a senior graphic designer, as may you know that, branding and logo expert with over 6 to 7 years of experience now.
And can we start maybe with a bit of your background? Because you are quite a big name on LinkedIn, but I'm sure that people would like to know more about yourself, such as where do you come from, maybe what you're interested when you were younger, and just something about you.
Yeah, sure. Actually, before I got here, I faced a lot of challenges and unexpected turns, and maybe you can say that some truly life-challenging lessons. Basically, I am from Azad Kashmir, Pakistan, Azad Kashmir, a beautiful and truly beautiful place I truly love. My mother was from Punjab and my father from Azad Kashmir, and now we all live here. And I really like my area because there is no any traffic and no noise, and because no factory smoke, everything is clean, like fresh mountain air, flowing river, and greenery all around. And I feel lucky to have in my place that offer a peace, nature, and fresh air. And I proudly say that I love Azad Kashmir.
And is that place where tourists go to, or is it not touristy place? What is it like?
Yeah, mostly people visit this place.
I will have to Google after. I'm not sure what it looks like, but based on what you said, it sounds great.
Yeah, you can Google it because mostly tourists come here and visited our area.
Yeah, and so then, as you were growing up, were you interested in design, arts, or any creative fields from young age?
Yeah, even since I regained consciousness, I mean, from the moment I become self aware, I have had one desire to help someone, to help the people around me, and to do something valuable for my country. That has always been my purpose and my mission. And to be honest, I get happiness from giving and from helping. Maybe because I have seen a lot of pain around me, so I know how it feels. My childhood and my early years were all around the inner drives, and that's why, and that is still push me to do something and to do move me forward every day.
I like it. I think there should be more people like that who have such a mission and especially desire to help others and give back to the community.
Yeah.
Then, as you were younger, what is it that you actually studied?
So actually, I was a medical student. I love to do basically something for my country and for my people around me. So that's why I really worked hard for this.
And why didn't you study like design, graphic design, or any art?
To be honest, I didn't even know about the online world before, and I never even know I had this skill inside me. My first dream was to become a lecturer. I studied hard and got my master's degree in chemistry. And teaching was something I loved deeply. I even studied a job in a college where I taught my students from like 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. And I remember I had to give up 6 back-to-back chemistry lectures to different classes. But over time, I felt like I was losing my mental peace. When I got home, I was just exhausted. I had no time left for myself. And that's when I decided this is not a life I want. So I quit my job, but I didn't leave my passion entirely. I started my own home academy where now I teach about 30 plus students.
Is that online academy or is it in person?
No, it's a physical academy.
Wow. So what are your plans with this academy? Do you do it like on the side of graphic design or do you do both or what is it like?
Actually, I was not to be a become a like a graphic designer because I have no idea about the online platforms and about the freelancing. So even the single social media platforms, I didn't know anything about all these platforms. So before I jumped here, my vision is I want to just become the lecturer at that time. Yeah, when I joined the social media, so I realized that it's a really huge platform. We can do anything here. So that's why I started this journey.
Do you remember how did you discover social media or what was the moment when it clicked?
Yes, there was a time when I had to like left my job and was completely confused and I didn't know that what to do, which field to choose and how to start again. I was just confused at what I need to do. And then one day I was just sitting with my friend and she looked at me and said something that touched my heart. She said that when you are so educated, what the use of the studying if you can't do anything for your country? Those words hit me hard and I felt shame at that time. Like, not the kind of where you are embraced in the front of the people, but in that sense that shame in the front of me. Like, I can't do anything. So, when you know that you have a potential to do something, but you can't do anything, when someone's believe in you more than you know, then more than you believe in yourself, that kind of shame you make you wake up. I feel like why I'm not doing anything. So she didn't give me a she didn't just give me an advice. She also gave me a computer and said that take it and do anything. That day I started my online journey. And before come here, I didn't know anything about that. I told her I will return it. It is a loan, not a gift. So at that day, I started working. I will give this back to you. And I meant that that moment gave me a reason to move forward. That's when pushed me into the online world. My mission was always clear to do something for others and to do something meaningful for the people around me. So when I come to the online social media platforms, the online space seems like the best way to scale that impact. I started so unexpectedly. I didn't even know how to use a computer properly. You can take the idea from there. Even when I bought the computer, I didn't even know the name of the parts of the computer properly. Because I was a medical student and I love chemistry, but I had big purpose in my heart to build something meaningful and I decided to explore online world and my sister-in-law helped me to install the software and then I started learning by myself. I remember I used to lock myself in a room and practice day and night. No mentor, no classes, just me and my crazy dream, learning through the trials and errors. And I also started uploading my practice work on Facebook. Facebook is my first social media platform because I know about the Facebook but little bit, not too much. So you can't even believe within just 2.5 months, I got my first client. That was a really turning point for me. So because I didn't expect all these things, once I entered to the world of the freelancing, I met Mr. Sohail Iqbal. Maybe you have heard of him. He is my business partner and we decided to launch our SI Tech. We started from the Facebook and then we want to explore our businesses. So that's why now we have enough experience about the meta businesses like ad and campaigns and then we move to the Insta also a good platform, no doubt. Insta also gave us a very potential clients. So after that, we just wanted to explore our services more. That's why we began exploring on Fiverr. And no doubt, it took a lot of time. Maybe you can say the 1.5 year. But finally, after that, Fiverr started working. And I must say that Fiverr gave us our big win.
Yeah, I think that or at least me or the majority of the audience knows you from LinkedIn, where you are a big name, very popular creator, but I guess many people don't know that you've got such a big presence on other platforms as well. So maybe as you mentioned that your following or Facebook is maybe the biggest one. Do you know what's the number? Just to give us an idea.
Yeah, now I have maybe our in our company page maybe 8K followers there on Facebook because we run campaigns there. And after that, clients come to us. And when I started from the Facebook, we didn't have any much idea about the Facebook. But Mr. Sohail Iqbal knows about how we run the ad campaigns. And then we started to run the campaigns. And then Mr. Sohail Iqbal set up all these ads because they have idea about the that how we sell the product and how we do the marketing. And then when we get work from the clients through the campaigns and we started working, even though you can't even believe we do 8 to 9 logos per day at the time. That's why I have a huge, like, you can say I have a huge logos to share and present from past 6 to 7 years. We do a lot of work, me and Mr. Sohail Iqbal, no doubt.
Yeah, I always see what you share on LinkedIn, and those are like galleries of so many logos, and I usually wonder where did she get all those ideas?
Yeah, basically, I show my previous work. I share my previous work on the LinkedIn. Yeah, mostly I share my previous work on the LinkedIn, and because I really do hard work, too much. You can say I do too much hard work before I got here. And first we work on the Facebook, and after that we move to the Insta, and we move to the Insta, and also we run campaigns. Then we set up our Facebook and Insta joined together by the Meta business, Meta suite. And after that we run the campaigns there also Instagram and on the Facebook too. And by the passage of time I get a lot of ideas that how we work on the other social media platforms. And then after that I moved to the Fiverr, and no doubt Fiverr is a really great platform. But almost 300 plus reviews I got on the Fiverr platform. Fiverr is a very professional platform. It's not like the Instagram and the Facebook, because Fiverr is a serious platform.
But at the same time, I'm sure that there are many people offering similar services. So have you got any advice how to stand out or how to compete with others for clients on platforms like that?
Yeah, we just need to be just check their title, their gig images, and their description and their tags. That's enough. And once we set up our Fiverr profile, we need to just share that link all other social media platforms. Like we can share the gig link into the like Instagram also and Facebook also and then LinkedIn also. When more people visited our LinkedIn profile, Fiverr give the boost to that platform, which actually get a lot of impressions and clicks. This thing really matter in the Fiverr. When more people come to their like same as the LinkedIn, no, it's not like the LinkedIn, because when more people come to their profile on the Fiverr, then Fiverr promote that person because Fiverr considered it as a talented person. So that's why Fiverr promote that gig and then rise to the top pages.
And then what's your primary platform now for clients?
Now I'm working with the different freelancers also. And now my main platform is LinkedIn, because I didn't find any other platform just like the LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a very positive platform. I found a very serious people here, because on the Facebook and the other Instagram and non-serious people come to us, but and I don't like this thing. But LinkedIn is a very like positive platform according to the business.
Yeah, I agree. And it was actually one of my next questions. How did you start with LinkedIn? Was it kind of natural that you were exploring other platforms and LinkedIn was one of those? Or how or why did you start with LinkedIn?
After working on Fiverr 3 to 4 years. And unfortunately, in 2024, like you can say past year, our Fiverr account got banned. Everything was gone overnight
Oh, why did that happen?
because due to different internet connections, like same internet Wi-Fi connections. So that's why. So it was really heartbreaking moment. I felt like the end of the story, but it became the reason I joined LinkedIn.
And they didn't give you back the account?
No, Fiverr even didn't give you any warning. One thing I learned from the Fiverr that he didn't promote seller. They always promote buyers. It's a very like serious platform you can say. Even they didn't care about the seller. So that's why I think Fiverr in this sense because we do a lot of hard work but they don't care about at all.
And especially if you consider that you've been a big and successful or popular creator there.
Actually, if we are really serious about their business and if we do work consistently, then I think Fiverr should be understand this thing.
I agree.
Yeah. Then after banning the Fiverr, then my business partner suggested me that I should join the LinkedIn. And at the time, I had no idea how to work and no idea about the content format, post size, or anything else. No strategy. But I made a promise to myself I wanted to build something for my own. I must show up. So that's why I joined the LinkedIn. And that when I did, I started without overthinking, without waiting to be perfect. I didn't have any plan, but I choose consistency over perfection. Like I started posting every day, even when I was not sure, because I believe showing up matter most than the being perfect. At first, I thought maybe I could just take the content from the Google and post onto the LinkedIn, but I learned quickly that it doesn't work here and people don't connect with the copy paste content. So if they actually find this type of content or data from the Google, then they don't need to be engaged with your content or they don't need to be even read your post. I think our audience want you, your voice, your feelings and your truth. So I started sharing my journey, my thoughts, my lessons, and my mistakes. And that's when something changed. People started connected with me. I think so. Your journey is your content. And when you share it with the honesty, people feel it. And mostly people dams me and ask me that how you hunt the client. And I just want to say one thing that if you come to the LinkedIn only just to get the clients, it become very stressful for you. So I made a decision early that I am not here to hunt the client. I am just here to just like build my personal brand and but my mindset. And when you do that, client automatically comes to you. And to be honest, to me, LinkedIn is like a baby. Need attention and care, same like a baby. So I give it a name as a baby. If you give it honesty and time, it grows. It support you. It support your voice, your brand, and your growth. To be honest.
I like it, and I like what you said because as I've been following you, I've seen how you've been growing and get a great engagement, and definitely one of the biggest inspirations and people that I would encourage others to follow. And people often look for shortcuts or speed it up or something like that, and now they heard it from you that it's about time, showing up, and being authentic.
Yeah, actually, sometime I just experimenting which type of post work for me or which type of post not work for me. Sometimes just experiment with a different type of post on a LinkedIn brought unexpected result. Like I have gotten 100K plus impressions and sometime maybe 200K plus impressions on my post, and it shocked that it's too much. And it's all just trying, learning, and improving. I just say one thing. And now I can proudly say that I am also a content writer for myself. I never thought ever that I'd say that one day. But this journey taught me that when you keep showing up, you keep growing.
I agree. Even if you don't feel like it, you still show up and you see over time that it pays off.
Yeah, actually, consistency and honesty really matter on the LinkedIn. I didn't copy paste content and I didn't overthinking. Like, I shared my journey, my thoughts, my voice, and that's when people started connecting with me. I think so your journey is your superpower here on LinkedIn. And one there was small thing that I do, and I think so it helped me a lot me to grow on LinkedIn. Like I always send the connection request to those creators who engage with my content regularly basis, because for me they are my real audience because they daily engage with my content. And if someone is showing interest in your post, that means they actually care. So I try to build connection with them. And I also pay attention to the people who visited my profile again and again. So I think this is a little secret that helped me to grow on the LinkedIn so fastly.
Those are great points, and I agree. I think it also shows importance of building your community, such as the people who show up regularly to support your content, whose content you support, and just building those relationships.
Yeah, literally, if you have passion to do something, you can do anything. I found this thing a very, like, I feel this. If you have passion to do something, you can do anything. It doesn't matter if they are LinkedIn, Fiverr, Instagram, and Facebook, anything. It doesn't matter. If you must have your passion. Like, it's very important.
I always say that you should find something that makes it more fun for you, because if there is something that you're excited for, have fun, or you're just looking forward to, it makes it easier to show up. Are you struggling to stay consistent on LinkedIn? Pen Post helps you create high quality posts in minutes, so you can write faster, show up more, and stress way less. Built by creators for creators is the easiest way to grow your presence without burning out. Try it free at fanpost.com. And now, when it comes to your, let's say, posting strategy, have you got like a set posts per week, set timing, or do you post when you feel like it, or what's your strategy like?
Yeah, strategy about the strategy, maybe or maybe not, because I don't follow any strict strategy. I post what I feel right, but with the consistency. This is the very most important thing with the consistency. I share my lessons and my experiences, but yes, I focus on clarity and storytelling. No fluff, no filters, just truth. To be honest, I have seen a lot of other creators and who grow really fast on LinkedIn, even though they don't follow any LinkedIn rules or strategy or algorithm. Even I saw that they don't have a proper CTA, they don't use a PS, they don't even post a proper time, but still they are growing. And you know what? Why? Because they show their own story, they speak from the heart, they express their own thought, and honestly, this is the most powerful strategy that I can say that anyone can have. That's why I always try to share my own strategy, my own thoughts. This is really mattering the LinkedIn. And now in just 8 to 9 months, I grown my LinkedIn community over 31,000 people, but not with the strategy, with the story. I think this is the reason mostly people engage with my content. And by 2025, everything changed. I had built my strong personal brand, and to be honest, LinkedIn brought me a client I once dreamed of, and it helped my business grow beyond the platforms. And most importantly, it helped me find my voice.
I like it. I think you summarized it perfectly. Sometimes I also feel like that you see all kinds of secrets or tips on how to grow on LinkedIn, but then you've got other people who don't really follow anything like that. So I think it just proves the point that find your unique voice, be authentic, and something that makes you stand out, and people will resonate with that. It helps to remember you and just to stand out. It was a great message.
Yeah, this type of content really work for the LinkedIn that like mostly I saw the people just use this AI tools. I know everyone use AI tools, but mostly people just put the emojis just same as the AI tools like rocket fire emojis. Like I think it just burned your brand identity. Like it just burned the brand. We know because we can't be perfect in every niche. We know everyone using the AI here, but don't give the proof that you are using the AI, please.
Yeah, don't be lazy. Don't just copy and paste, but use it, improve it, make it sound like you, and benefit from it, but don't see it as a shortcut.
Yeah, yes, like I also use, but I use like ChatGPT and FanPost, DeepSeek, EasyGen for my content creation on the LinkedIn. And no doubt they help me a lot. But I always add my personal touch because AI can assist you, but it's your human voice that make it powerful. And make sure never let tools speak for you. You must speak through the tools. And I also use different tools like as you know that upcoming like futures we can't survive without AI. We must be master in it. I also use like other AI tools like ideograms, copilot, and mid journey for my designs inspiration. And these AI tools help me like you can think so that help me to like think outside the box and bring a new concept to life. Actually, I use different tools for different purpose. You can say like that.
And you mentioned a few before, but can you say maybe what are your most favorite ones and why?
For the design ideas and other things, I use ideogram, and for creating the prompt, I use DeepSeek and ChatGPT. Like according to my designs and according to my niche, I'll say that these three platforms gives me a lot. Like you can say, I make the prompt through the ChatGPT and put it in the ideograms, ChatGPT or DeepSeek. These two are my most favorite. And then make the prompt these two, you can say I make the prompt for the designing through the DeepSeek and ChatGPT and put into the ideograms, and then ideograms give me a lot of like inspiration for the designs, and then I make it myself.
And then, since you are pro graphic designer, what design related tools or software do you use?
Yeah, I use Copilot, Midjourney, and ideograms. These three A tools I use for my designing. But no, I use these but get the inspiration. The tools I use, which is Adobe softwares like Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, and I use these tools, Adobe softwares for my work.
What about Canva? You don't use Canva?
No, I'm not familiar with the Canva because I think we need to explore. Canva is also good, but I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, of course, I understand. And then when it comes to LinkedIn, who are some of your inspirations? Like any other profiles or people that you follow?
Honestly, when I joined the LinkedIn, I found a lot of like creators who showed up daily and with their real voice, and I really like to read their posts. And honestly, the creator who showed up with their real voice, and especially from the who speak from the heart, and I like to read that posts. And I found some amazing people. Also, no doubt there are a lot of other talented, but as I am a hijabi girl, so I found Aisha Mir here as some like me. So when I joined LinkedIn, maybe she had at that time maybe 40K followers, maybe. So I really get inspiration from him. So I was just thinking that one day, one day, inshallah, I will do this. So Asha Mir was my first inspiration from, as we can say, from the hijabi girl. And no doubt there are a lot of other creators like Charlie Hills, Daniel, like Laura Costa, Jasmine Eric, and you too also. And
Thank you.
there are a lot of many other like creators. I really get inspiration from all the other creators.
And now you are inspiration for others.
Oh, I am. I didn't even think so that.
You've got great content. As you said, you show up, always quality, and you've been growing like crazy.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
It's a sure thing.
When I joined LinkedIn, I didn't even imagine that I got this type of community, to be honest.
And you've been growing very consistently and quite fast because I'm always surprised that, week by week you hit a new milestone. So, what's your next goal, such as next number that you want to achieve or when?
And number, now I think so. Actually, it's a community. Like, if you are asking about my next goal, so I will say that, like, I wanted to just build my personal brand, like, that actually impact on lives. Like, I want to mentor more people, and maybe you can say someday start a platform for women in design.
Oh, that will be nice. Yeah, yeah. And of course, good luck with that. It's powerful mission, and I'm sure that you are doing great already.
And because I think so, like I'm also giving the like session to the girls. You can say that I set up more than 50 plus LinkedIn profiles, and also give the strategies about the LinkedIn and other, because people ask me that what you are doing here, that you can grow, you are growing so fast. So I give inspiration. Basically, I share my learning, that what I am doing here, so it may be helpful for the others.
Of course, it's like you've started, learn it by showing up. So it's good to share experience with someone else to make it easier for them to show up and start. If you want to, can share it in your language. I will not understand, but maybe there are any listeners who might understand. I don't know.
Yes, my mostly community from Pakistan, and I know that they always text me and send me that you are our inspiration, and that's all. So I feel like that. Oh, I am. I can't even imagine that I become the inspiration for someone. So most people danced me and said that I get a lot of inspiration from your design, and I learn a lot from your design. So it's very like a moment for me that I work for someone. You can say that,
You inspire and motivate others.
yeah, we can say.
And Sana, how do you manage to prevent, for example, burnout? Because it's a big topic as well, and it's not always easy to show up. So what helps you?
Whenever I feel like drained, I don't force myself. I pause and remind myself that why I started. I switch things up, play with the new ideas, or like simple take away to breathe. Because creativity is not a machine, it's a feeling. And when I take care of my heart, the idea always return, no doubt.
Yeah, I like it. And don't underestimate it. If you see any signs, try to prevent it. And don't be afraid to take a break because we are not robots, or at least not yet.
Yes.
So then, speaking of this, what is it that you enjoy doing outside of work or outside of LinkedIn?
Outside of the LinkedIn, sometimes I'm doing teaching and mentoring and spending time with the people I care about. And I love helping others to grow, like whether it's a student at my own home academy or fellow creatives online. My biggest reason to start this journey is just to helping others or nothing else.
Oh, it's a beautiful mission, of course. Or you can say, what's your why? Very popular topic on LinkedIn as well, or driving question, what's your why?
This is the question that mostly people ask me, that my biggest motivation. It's the people around me, the ones who are struggling, who can't speak up, who cry silently. Even I couldn't like close my eyes at night when I felt like someone is in pain. They are basically my why. And every late night I worked, and every early morning I showed up. This was because of them. So they are my biggest motivation.
Yeah, I like it. And then the question that I ask after is, what are your hobbies? If there is something else that you haven't mentioned on top of the chemistry.
Sometimes I just like reading also books, and as you know that I'm a teacher, so I'm just exploring my new things that can help my students, like when you can say that's a chemistry maybe. And then sometime I'm learning new skills, like I just want to explore my like branding into the top level, so that's why you can add this into my hobby.
And have you got any favorite books or any books that you would recommend?
Because I don't have enough time. To be honest, I don't have enough time to doing my other work, because I am busy with my work, and almost I'm managing really hardly all these things, like with the academy and with my online business. So that's why in my spare time I play with the child and spending time with my family, and that's all.
I was going to say that you must have good time management doing all of these things.
Yeah, time management. I just divided my time. Sometime I just fixed my time, like this time for my client, this time for my work, or I just set up my time, like this time is for posting and for commenting and engage with the others. And this time is specially I took the time in the day, like I help with the other peoples in my dams that always ask me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I understand. And it's great that you show that you've got time to help people and, for example, respond in DMs, because it's something that even Charlie mentioned in our recent episode, that even though you are busy, you are a big creator, you may get overwhelmed with all the messages, you still have time to be there for the people, to be helpful and, for example, respond, which is really nice.
Yeah, to be honest, I got a lot of dams and I don't know how to reply very fastly. But even though I try to reply every comment, and even all the like dams area mix up with that, I didn't even know where is the client and where the helper. So it's all mix. Like you can say, it's hardly to find a client from there if client comes to the LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah. And so now, for the future, what are your goals or any other dreams?
Yeah, my first dream to do something for my country and for the people around me. This is my biggest goal. That's why I start this journey. And now I'm taking part in competition, which is from our country, and hope so. I will do my best, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, fingers crossed and good luck.
Thank you so much. This is my biggest dream. That's why I started. Actually, I didn't started this journey for me. Basically, alhamdulillah, I don't need anything. I just want to do something for my country. I don't know. I have a crazy dream to do something. At the time, I didn't know that what I need to do, but I start my journey because I have a passion to do something. So that's why I started this journey, and that's why today I'm here.
And I think you're on a good path, so you're doing right.
Yeah, my first class came through the like Facebook after I uploading some practice logos and branding work because I was only using the first book at that time and I have no idea about all social media platforms. That's validation give me a lot of confidence. And then slowly work started coming and not because I had a strategy, but because I kept showing up and I was sharing just what I was learning. And alhamdulillah, yeah, now things have completely changed. Like I have a lot of potential clients now all over the world. Like I have a client from United Kingdom, Germany, China, Australia, Bangladesh, and even USA. And many of them are my returning clients who trust my work again and again. And when I look back at that day sitting with a friend and confusing the with empathy handed, and then I look at where I am now. So I just wanted to say one thing. If you have passion, if you truly want to do something, you can do anything in your life, no matter how you stuck or helpless you feel. Like if you stay sincere, take the first step and stay consistent, the world open up for you.
I like it, and I think you are just perfect example of someone who's growing, inspiring, motivating. So you're doing great, and thank you for that.
I just try to give my best or nothing else.
And is there something that you would tell to younger yourself?
I just wanted to say one thing that you are enough. Don't wait for someone to validate you. Just start and you will find your way.
I like it, and I only agree. And Fanas, we will be approaching the end soon. Is there anything that you would like to share at the end that I haven't asked you, or any final message, or anything?
Yeah, I just want to say that start messy. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need like expensive tools. Just start with what you have and keep improving, sharing your journey. That's what people most related, and don't like expect fast results. This take time, and I have learned something so powerful. One lesson is enough. One reason is enough. You don't need to be like perfect plan if you literally want to do something in your life and you just need to fix your one dream, and I'm sure just one powerful why can move you forward. Just focus on it, hold on to it even when it gets hard, because that one reason can carry you through anything.
I like it, and I can only relate. Sana, and it's not always easy to stay inspired. So, where do you find inspiration?
My inspiration has changed with the passage of the time. For example, like back in college, I was truly inspired by my principal and my teachers. Their dedication and personality left a deep impact on me, and that's why I wanted to become a lecturer. And then later, when I jumped into the online world and design and branding, I found amazing inspiration from the Pinterest and the Behance. My mostly fellows, they are designer. They can find inspiration from the Pinterest. I can say that they both platforms are great, but for me, Pinterest really stand out. Whatever it's design or any creative idea, Pinterest is my go-to source. And then when I come to the LinkedIn after joining, I was inspired to many like top creators who work consistently and share values. I learned a lot of things from them, and especially about the being consistent and showing up. And I believe your story is the biggest inspiration. Just pay attention to yourself and you will find your way.
I like it. Pinterest is amazing as well. Although I don't use it as much, there's so much to get inspired by. I want to say, Sana, that I assume there is going to be audience that understands your language. So if you want to share anything in your language, I won't understand, but they will.
Yes, I want to give the message to my audience in my language. अगर अल्लाह ताला ने आपको ये ज़िंदगी दी है तो इसको यूटिलाइज करें, इसे ज़ाया मत जाने दें। अपने प्यारों के लिए, अपने माँ बाप के लिए इस ज़िंदगी में कुछ ऐसा छोड़ कर जाएं कि उनको आप पर फ़ख्र महसूस हो।
Sana, as a professional, can you tell us what branding means to you?
What a great question. Actually, branding to me simply means identity. I want to explain it with an example, like you can take me as an example. Like 8 to 9 months ago, I had a zero followers on the LinkedIn, literally zero. And today, my community has grown to over 31,000 people. And no, it didn't happen because I went viral or I hacked the algorithm. It happened because I made one major mindset shift that whenever I talk about the branding, I have to talk about the marketing because marketing is the most important part for the branding. Like I have seen so many people chasing likes, views, sales, vanity metrics, but they totally skip the foundation. And here is the truth I learned, and it changed everything for me, that you can't market a brand you have not built, and you can't sell an identity that doesn't exist. Like branding is your identity, but the marketing is how you communicate that identity. Branding is how people see you, it's the perception form, it's the vibe you give off, your voice, your visuals, your personality, or your energy. But the marketing is the strategy behind your message. It's the platform you choose, the way you feel your story, like how you turn attention into like connections. Like I have one example in my mind, like look at the Nike. They know who they are and they know how to share that story across the platform, and that's why they stand out and they dominate. So if you truly want to be seen as a professional in your niche, you need both. Number one, clear branding to define who you are, and smart marketing to share that identity with the world. And the best part, that something anyone can do as long as you start it with the foundation.
Awesome. I think, Sana, we can finish it for today. I thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed it. It was amazing to meet you outside of LinkedIn. It was very insightful conversation, real inspiring. It was nice to find out more about you even outside of LinkedIn. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure audience will find it very helpful. I will share any links that we discussed in the show notes. So I encourage everyone to have a look, follow you, support you because it's really worth it. Thank you so much. And we'll be happy to catch up anytime in the future again. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for listening me and having me today.
Thanks for listening to Produced by with Toman. Check the show notes for all the links. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your feedback. Speak soon.